it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end, it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Keep trying for one day.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away.
The storm is coming, so you guys clear all night. Too many lows, too many highs, too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Wanna live a life.
So you wanna be my kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all.
Spitting at my feet, the dark remains. Cover up every part of my skin, cause I don't like the person within. I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame on me. For the throne. Wanna live a life. Too many lows, too many highs, too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Wanna live a life. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no.
You surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle. I'm trying to hide it. You put me back into quiet. Under the pain, under the pain. question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. Always be good.
The Daily Object Show is just as the title says. It's an object show that puts out episodes daily. The idea came to me when I was chilling in my pool on the afternoon of August 9th, 2020. As soon as the tiny idea popped into my head, my brain began to run wild. I realized the potential in it, and literally later that evening, the first episode was done. The first episode was written in 5 minutes, and everything was done as quickly as possible. It is everything a first episode of an object show needs, condensed into 40 seconds. The episode came out the next morning on Monday, August 10th. I'd planned the show to run from Monday to Friday. 5 episodes a season, and that's it. Because of that, we have a very small cast. Only 5 contestants. Water, Card, Bloodbag, Cringe Pill, and Scat. The first season I still like a lot, because its only goal is being a standard object show. In the span of 5 episodes, TDOS does most of what a normal object show would normally do. Even down to the villain of the season, Evil Computer. He's the most basic villain you can ask for, and it's great. An evil version of the host. It's happened a couple of times in object shows with notable big bads, so it seemed like an easy thing to do. Now, I'll talk a little more about Evil Computer later, but for now, I want to talk about how I actually did it. How did I make 5 small episodes every day for a week? Well, making an episode of any show has a process. I took the process of making an object show episode and broke it down into its simplest form. Write a quick small episode, voice acted myself and audio edited it, and lastly, animate it as simply as possible. I'll be using the first season as an example, since every episode of that season was done perfectly in terms of production. Every day an episode came out at 8 AM PST. After it came out, voting would go until 10 AM. In those 2 hours, I would come up with what challenge I wanted to do for the next episode. Once voting was over, I quickly wrote the episode. I would write the bare minimum of what was needed, and then go back and put in a few jokes here and there. After that, voice acting. All the voices were done by me. Because of how quickly things needed to get done, I didn't bother getting other voice actors. Voice acting and audio editing would typically be done in around an hour or 2. So, now it's 12 PM. Now we can start animation. This is the loosest part of production. I usually try to knock out as much as I can right away. However, I would obviously take breaks now and then. I would animate the episode on and off throughout the rest of the day. However, I tried to make sure the episode was fully animated and ready to go before midnight. Once it was done, I just schedule it, make sure the poll is ready, add a thumbnail, and we good! Then tomorrow we do it all again. For me, when I was doing it, it didn't get too tiring at first because of how short the season was. Also because each episode was different in its own way. But yeah, that's how each episode of TDOS Season 1 was made. In later seasons, a lot has changed. There are more voice actors, animators, and some seasons Beach Battle don't even have the real daily format anymore. But that's besides the point. It really was a new experience for me, and I'm grateful it's inspired many others to do the same. I am evil! Evil Computer is the son of Computer, the host of the Daily Object Show. He was created during the second challenge of the show when a cloning machine is tampered with. He's the main villain for a bit until he's defeated in the Season 1 finale. When Evil Computer dies, his spirit lands in this place called the Astral Plane. He has his partner, Evil Bloodbag, there as well. And together, they come up with a new plan on how they can eventually return to defeat Computer. Afterwards, a plethora of villains come and go as the seasons of TDOS keep going on. But there is one key thing connecting all of these villains. They all die in some way by a strike of lightning, with their souls being pulled up into the red skies. This went on for months until finally, in the Season 6 finale, it's revealed that Evil Computer has been behind everything. He has been killing and gathering the souls of everyone who hates Computer for one common goal.
Kill Computer, at whatever cost.
Now in the TDOS world, there are 4 lotions that have an immense amount of power. The villains spend all of Season 7 stealing these lotions from the previous winners of TDOS, and eventually they bring all these lotions together. Their goal is to become super objects, to have ultimate power. The season ends with them achieving their goal. But at a cost.
We did it!
Evil Computer betrays everyone. He kills them and steals their power for himself. While every other villain has their own personal reason they want to kill Computer, Evil Computer simply wants chaos. It's what he's always wanted, and at the end of the day, that's what makes him the most powerful villain the TDOS cast has ever faced. He'll be back in the series finale with a new army, a new plan, and a new design to wipe out Computer once and for all.
Now, I will steal your powers and reign supreme!